Hey, what do we got here? We got the method for people in Winnipeg, Manitoba not to freeze to death. Okay, as you can see, this is what we would call a high efficiency, furnace. And this furnace is forced air through a duct system and goes into, of course, the home and warms the home. It is controlled by a thermostat in another spot of the home, and preferably in a living area like the living room or the middle of the center of the house. Now, of course, gas in this case is used. Natural gas is brought in through the pipe, and of course, it burnt in here. The water vapors and the gases escape, and the fresh air is brought in. Combustion happens, and heat is made. No real big surprise, especially if you're Canadian or living in the northern states of the United States, maybe in Northern Europe or Russia, or wherever the heck you are. Heat pumps are sometimes used, of course, to heat homes. Sometimes people use geothermal energy to heat homes, but those systems are not really the typical systems that you usually find. And of course, this isn't exactly any big surprise. Okay, so how we basically stay warm. Now I'm going to show you like what else. And of course, we also have here like the heat. For hot water tank, for the heater, you get in your hot water, same thing, combusts at the bottom, it makes a heat and exhausts out this exhaust right here, the vent. And so, of course, water goes into the tank, as you know, and blah, 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 blah. That's no big surprise. And sometimes it's done with electricity. And again, sometimes it's done with electricity over here as well. And there's elements inside, and the furnace has a motor, and that motor has a fan, and that fan then, of course, blows it through the home, and that keeps ourselves from freezing, which is pretty important when it's minus 33 degrees Celsius. Okay, so what is the device in front of me known as? It is known as a thermostat. Not all that, exciting. There's a little bit of mercury inside. It tips over, boop, it sets it off. This is an older style here from Honeywell. This is a newer one from White and Rogers. Whatever, doesn't make a difference. Different homes. Here is being measured at 68 degrees is the set temperature. Over here is something called the return register. It has air going through the home, and there's another one over there that is sucking the air towards the furnace to help circulate it, of course. It pushes it past a filter or a filtration system that can be installed on all different types of forced air furnaces. And of course, not too exciting, there is another one that is having the air come out of it, is the register where the hot air is put into the room. Generally speaking, they are found underneath windows and along the outer sides of the home. Sometimes in older homes, not so much. You might find it a different configuration, but in this case, that's what they've done.